Hey guys, and welcome back to the Heroes Global Circuit. This is the SG Pro League. We're going into game number number two between Relics and Resurgence happening right now. Resurgence took game number one, not really in a convincing fashion, but they came back from being about two levels down. I think more of Relics, in a way, choked in certain scenarios. There, they went in, they dove in at the bottom lane a bit, when going a bit too ham on a Greymane, which they ultimately couldn't kill, and that led to the first comeback clash that Resurgence had, and then just missing two of those mosh pits, the ETC, it didn't really turn out too well for them. So this is going to be game number two. It is going to be Cursed Hollow. Will Team Relics be able to come back into this and push it to a game deciding number three? Hopefully, we will be able to see that here in this game. I did get word as well that I'm pronouncing Yu Young's name wrong, but I'm not really going to care. I'm just going to continue pronouncing it as Yu Young, just because it's funnier. But yeah, going into the draft, it is going to be Cursed Hollow. Kiltas is going to be the first ban for Team Resurgence, while Falstad is going to be the first one for Relics. So first time between these two teams that we've never not seen Illidan banned out, and just like that, it's picked up. Snapped up instantly. Tasada does look like it's going to be the second pick as well, and this looks like a Resurgence game already because of that Illidan Tasada pickup. Will we see an Abator? Will we see a Rega as the second support to provide for this Illidan? We're probably going to see a no-tank meta here for Resurgence, especially on a map like Cursed Hollow. It's definitely doable when you have an Illidan with a dual support of maybe like Tasada Rega, for sure. Or maybe Tasada even Abator would be good for this map, considering the mines and such a big map, just able to get that map control. But over on Team Relics, they do pick up the Sonya, which is a hard counter to Illidan. But it's all going to be dependent on the supports that Resurgence has for that Illidan. But right now, the Sonya pickup is definitely good for Relics. It is a hard counter to that Illidan. They do pick up the Greymane here for Resurgence as well. Team Relics, they do pick up the Leeming themselves, and that's going to be a huge amount of burst damage. Resurgence banning out the Kael'thas. So right now, it doesn't look like they are going to go for a mage. I don't think they will pick up the Jaina here for Resurgence. I don't think that is very necessary. Relics does have the next ban right now. So I do expect them to ban out maybe a Rega or even the Uther. Because right now, looking at Team Resurgence, they definitely need to pick up a secondary support. So if I was Relics, I would ban out Rega and pick up the Uther, because I'm going to get first pick, I believe, the next two picks before Resurgence does. So I would ban out Uther here. And then pick up the Rega, or ban out Rega and pick up the Uther, to deny that to Resurgence and force them to pick up, a Malfurion instead, to support the rest of the team. And Malfurion with an Illidan isn't all that great, but that's just me. Hopefully we'll be able to see what they want to do. It does look like they're giving it quite some thought here, going into their extra time pool. 20 seconds left though, so we should be able to see the ban soon, unless someone DC'd or something. But anyway, if you're just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Circuit. This is the SG Pro League happening right now. Resurgence against Relics. These two teams will be representing Singapore in the C Regionals next week. They have already qualified, but right now they will be playing for first and second seeding, along with prize money of it's double the money. So it's 2,500 dollars for second place, and then 5,000 Sing dollars for first place. So the difference is huge. The difference is $500 a player. So that's pretty crazy here. So they do ban out the Uther, so I do expect them to pick up the Rega here, or the Tyrande, or both. That would be awesome. Picking up the Tyrande and Uther, and Rega, and then maybe going for a strong frontline tank, because Tyrande can go a DPS build along with the Leeming and Sonya with a hard counter to Illidan. That could definitely work. That may work out for them, but they do actually go with the Muradin instead, which does leave Tyrande open for Resurgence to pick up. So I think that probably will be one of their picks here. I would be surprised to see anything else. Maybe I guess a Malfurion, but I doubt so, unless they want to go with the solo support of Tasada, but that's definitely a no-no for sure. So Resurgence definitely probably going to pick up Tyrande here, and maybe finish it off with one more strong DPS in the form of, I don't know, maybe even Jaina or Reina. Reina might be able to fit into the lineup pretty well as well, but it really depends. Maybe even ETC, but we'll have to see. Because right now, taking a look at Relics, they only have the Muradin to cancel out the ETC mosh pit, but we've seen what happened in the previous game with the ETC. The map is going to be Cursed Hollow, of course, guys. So it is the biggest map in the HOTS world. It's all about collecting those tributes and pushing down with those curses. Right now, still waiting for Resurgence to finish off their final 2 pickoffs. 10 seconds left. They are giving it quite some thought here. So, who would it pick up here? With 2 seconds left, it's coming close. Okay, there you go. The Tyrande is going to be the final pick, and it does look like Diablo. So Diablo, yes, I agree with it. So they go with the Diablo Tyrande combination along with the Illidan Tassada. They definitely have pretty strong combinations here, and if they do go with the Diablo, that's a pretty decent pick off. And they can definitely go in with the combos for their team for sure. So Resurgence, shadow picking Diablo, I think they will finally go with that. I think that's a really, really good pick to round off their team. Going with a bruiser up front, which is Diablo, and it does look like it is going to be Diablo. So Resurgence going with a full lineup of Illidan Tassada, Greymane, Tyrande, and Diablo. Really strong lineup. I'm expecting quite good plays coming out from Resurgence. Relics, though, I think what they need to finish that lineup off is definitely another back line, or maybe even another support to deal with the amount of damage coming out from Team Resurgence. Or maybe even ETC. Go with a double tank. ETC Muradin frontline combination to keep themselves ahead. But, ooh, Tracer. I'm not sure. They actually do go with the Tracer here. But I don't really know what Tracer is going to do. I'm a little bit confused, I have to say. I'm a little bit confused with this Tracer pickup against this team Resurgence. I mean, sure, he can kite Illidan to an extent. Not really, I guess, because Illidan can jump in. But who is Tracer really going to go for here? Probably just the Diablo kiting him. But when you have a Greymane and Tyrande to deal with, I don't really think that Tracer was the hero to round up Team Relics' composition. So it's a bit questionable, but I hope they prove me wrong. I really do hope they prove me wrong, because Relics, they need to win this game to push it to a game-deciding number 3 in this best-of-3 series. Of course, first and second seeding up to play, as well as prize money. Final lineup for Relics is going to be Tracer, Muradin, Rega, Li-Ming, and Sonya. They have the damage in Li-Ming and Sonya to deal with the Illidan. Tracer, again, I'm a little bit confused by the pick-off. I think generally you pick up a Tracer when the opponents have quite a few melees and you want to kite them out, or quite a few squishies, but hopefully we will be able to see Tracer do quite a bit of work here. Muradin in the front lines. I expect him to get Avatar, because he's kind of the solo support here. And when you're going up against Illidan, definitely it's going to be quite annoying to deal with. Over in Resurgence, though, we are going to see Illidan, Tassada, as mentioned earlier on, this combination, an old school combination yet again. Tyrande and Diablo as well. 2 strong combos, along with the Greymane to finish it off. Tons and tons of DPS coming out from Team Resurgence. So it's going to be hard for Relics to deal with, and with a solo heal on Rega, definitely going to be a bit troublesome for them. But this is going to be game number 2. I believe the players are just joining up in the game. We are readying up right now and getting ready to start off. Again, if you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning into the Heroes Global Circuit. This is the SG Pro League happening right now. My name is Arctic Shadow, and I'll be bringing you the cast for today. I think this probably might be the last 2 games happening, the maximum of the last 2 games happening tonight. Tomorrow, though, we will have the Philippines qualifiers bright and early at about 10 a.m., I believe, GMT +8. So tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in. Wake your asses up if you guys can. At 10 a.m., we will be starting the Philippines qualifiers. And on Sunday, I believe it's at 11 a.m. GMT +8, we will have the Thai qualifiers being brought to you. So make sure you guys tune in. Lots of HOTS action happening over the next 3 days. Also, quick shout outs to our sponsors just as we are about to start the game soon, I believe. Razer, our official peripheral sponsor. Thank you guys for being our sponsors, and make sure to check out some of the gear, guys. Go to their website and check out if you're looking to upgrade some of your gears. XSplit as well for our official streaming partner. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring this live broadcast to you guys. We wouldn't have the technology like this awesome Nexus. I wish I was at a waterfall right now. That would have been cool. But yeah, XSplit, our official streaming partner. And of course, we also still have our Twitter shoutouts. So make sure you guys go to your Twitter and tweet at us HGCSEA, and your tweets could appear on stream. So whether it's a shout out to your favorite players, whether it's a shout out to ZXCK, you guys, I see Twitch chat going on about it. Tweet at us at HGCSEA, and your joke, your tweet, your shout out could appear on our stream, live stream, as it goes on. But the game is loading up right now as we are tuning into the loading screen. I believe it is again going to be Cursed Hollow. So thank you all for tuning in with us since the beginning of tonight. It has been a really interesting night so far. Earlier we saw Team Geisha beat out Team Inquisition 2-0. Claiming third place money of extra $500, while Inquisition had to settle with a $1,000 prize for fourth place. Still pretty decent money, you know, $200 for yourselves to go out and maybe party or something on a Friday night. But yeah, this matchup is where it's going to be. Resurgence against Relics. We have Resurgence over on the blue side. Julian is back apparently. Julian are going to be on the Illidan. Capricorn on Tasada. CW on that Diablo. Yuyung ZXCK going to be on the... Sorry, he's going to be on the Illidan. Who's Julian playing? Oh, Julian's on the... Tyrande. Sorry, my apologies there. As bottom, Zappy is going to be on his Grey main yet again. Zace is going to be on the Sonya. Top lane, we see Muradin on the Mer playing the Muradin. Zen's on Li Ming. Bun on his usual troll. And Trinity going to be playing that Tracer. I really want to see how Trinity fares up here with his Tracer. That's going to be interesting. I know he's been playing a lot of Overwatch as well, so it's funny how he's moving over to HOTS and playing the Tracer as well. So hopefully that Overwatch reflexes training will be helping him here in this game. But first matchup is about to start as we do see Trinity heading towards that middle lane. I assume to go up against that Tasada mid top lane though. We do see the Shadow Charge into the over onto Bun, taking quite a bit of damage. He's probably going to go down here. Then slashing and dashing. And they will be able to get the first blood kill. Tyrande trying to keep him alive. Ooh, Mer going with the Dwarf Toss. Not going to be able to connect with the Storm Bolt though. As Yuyung could have probably gone down there at the top lane. Unfortunately not going to connect. As they will pick off the first blood kill in favor of Team Resurgence. Trinity at that middle lane just soaking up that EXP. Zen's at that top lane. Let's take a look at which skill he actually went for. I believe it is the... Yeah, it does look like he's going for the teleport build. He did go for the power hungry talent. Middle lane, we do see Tracer still continuing to soak up. Capricorn taking quite a bit of damage. Mer in the brush, trying to maybe set up a gank. Diablo though, he has joined up with his teammate along with the Tyrande. They do not want to give any opportunity. Again, Mer missing out the Stormbolt again. Not too sure what's going on with him. ETC in the previous round missing out on his Mosh Pits as well. This time around, Stormbolt's not going to connect twice now. Mer, man, you need to step up your game. Top lane, Zen's doing work against Yuyung. Going to be able to push down those towers pretty fast. Bottom lane, it does look like they are rotating towards that bottom. Sonya going up against the Grey main. He's having a decent time at the bottom. I think it's pretty evenly matched up. Mer joining in onto the bottom as it does look like Sonya is heading towards the creep camp, I think, the neutral camp, while Mer takes his place at that bottom to soak. So Sonya, along with the Tracer, will go towards that creep camp, the neutral camp. They should be able to get it pretty easily. Owl is going to scout it out as the first tribute is going to spawn on neutral grounds at that top lane in the middle of both sides. So Zen's and the Capricorn at the top lane, just again going again at it against each other. Bun in the middle, taking quite a bit of damage. Has to tappy on the fountain there, I mean on the well for himself. But the rest of the team are making their way towards the top. They are leaving Sonya out of this clash though, it looks like. He is still at that bottom lane soaking up. So Relic's gonna leave one hero to soak while the rest of them try to delay this as much as they can. Zen's does look like he's just using his magic missiles to cancel out the channels. Psystorm is going to be used as well to try and zone out Team Relics a little bit. Bun now going in for the channel himself. He's definitely not going to be able to get that off as Greymane now rotating towards that bottom. So it doesn't. They know exactly what Team Relics is trying to do. They're trying to get soak up, and they do send that Greymane to deal with it at that bottom. Top lane, we do see the creep wave being dealt with by Trinity. He himself is probably going to have to tap. Nah, but no, Bun is going to be able to get the chain heal off, and he's going to be fine for now. Both sides just waiting it out at this top tree. Neither side is budging right now. Tracer though going in for the damage onto Capricorn. CW could be in some trouble here himself. He's going to overpower in onto Bun at that Yuyung though, taking quite a bit of damage. Hassan are going to be able to shield him right back up, and he should be fine. And it does look like Resurgence is going to give this first tribute to Relics. Maybe TR going in. Stun is actually going to connect. Just as the channel was about done, CW goes in with the shadow charge. Will not be able to get the overpower off though. And both sides just not willing to budge right now. Just tapping on the well as now we see Illidan as well as that Tyrande making their way towards that middle lane. So I think this time around they're finally going to give it away. Sidestorm going to be used to delay it again. But Capricorn could pay for it, very well pay for it with his life here. Zenz will be able to finish him off, and that's really unfortunate for him for there. As he will pay for his life, just trying to delay that a little bit. So a bit of a misjudgment there from the Tasada. Bottom, we do see Greymane and Sonya still going at it, I believe. Again, both teams playing it really safe. Neither team misstepping or overextending yet, which is very unlike a game of Pots. You definitely do see a lot more clashes, but so far we don't really see much happening. We do see Zenz going for the teleport build, I believe. Yeah, he does have pick up the arcane buff for level 4 as well as the teleport. Trinity taking quite a bit of damage as well. Taking a look at Li Ming's build, he does go with the Triumvirate instead of the teleport build that takes down heal him. He actually does go for the Triumvirate for more damage on the arcane ult, which is still fine. It's a lot of damage coming up in at the top lane though. Trinity dropping really low, Yu dropping low himself. Tyrande will be there to keep him alive though. Zenz is dishing out quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, will not be able to get those teleports off to finish off the kills at that top lane. He would have gotten his resets, and that could have been really disastrous for Team Resurgence for sure. The next tribute is going to spawn here as Team Relics look to get the second tribute as well. Capricorn maybe trying to set something up here. I don't think Yu is going to be able to get there in time, and Ban will be able to get the channel off. So nice 2 tributes again collected by Team Relics as they pull ahead yet again. This is the same story as we saw in the previous game where they did pull slowly ahead, winning those clashes and getting off a few kills. But will they be able to capitalize on this time around as Yu makes his way towards that top lane onto Zenz, taking quite a bit of damage, but he will be able to back off behind his gates and get the Herf off back to his base. Ban at that bottom lane. Or is it Bun? I'm not too sure, but I think it's Ban. At that bottom lane with the Rhaegar going up against Zappy. He's just going to be there to soak it up. Middle lane, Trinity is there as well. Along with the Myrrh. Again, Myrrh, I think he needs to step up a little bit in terms of his stunts. He has been missing quite a few of them, along with the Mosh Pits in the previous game. So hopefully he will be able to get those Stormbolt connections off at the bottom lane as we see now. Again, Stormbolt not connecting. Myrrh, man. My man Myrrh. He needs to get these Stormbolts hit to land. He goes in with the Dwarf Toss, unable to get off the Stormbolt to finish off the kill, and that was a really crucial kill for him if he is able to get it off. Trinity dropping really low, gets into the backlines. Rhaegar gets those chain heals off, and Starfall now going to be used as both teams achieve that level 10. Apocalypse going to be used, connecting on 2. CW taking quite a bit of damage. He goes in with the Shadow Charge onto Trinity, but Resurgence down 3 heroes. What happened there, man? They just weren't able to deal with it, and the red team just are able to pick off the final tribute and will be able to get off the curse as well. Bottom lane, they are pushing in. Julian could be taking some damage as well. He's gonna get taken down himself, and wow, really unfortunate for Team Resurgence, as I believe we do have a replay available. So let's take a quick look at what happened there at that curse. We saw Trinity dropping really low. Capricorn again out of position. The Rhaegar going to get the ancestral healing, but look at that nicely placed Apocalypse going to connect onto 2. But unfortunate for them, 2 heroes already dropping there. And then Apocalypse is just not enough to deal with, and Diablo gets taken down. So really unfortunate there for them. They dropped 3 heroes just too quick in succession, with Li Ming doing too much burst in the background along with the Sonya. And Greymane and Tasada just couldn't be dealt with. And Tasada again was just a bit too out of position, too far ahead in front. So this time around, the curse is going to be up for the red side. Relics pushing down They will be able to take down the bottom fort. It does look like they're doing work on the middle one as well. CW comes in from the side though. Yuyong coming in with his Illidan. Will he get the support that is needed right now? Ulti going to be used as well. Metamorphosis to keep himself alive. Down goes the Sonya. Force Wall going to be used as well as Yuyong dropping really low, but he's just slashing and dashing. He's dropping low and he has to back off. Mur going to be able to no avatar just yet as he's off cooldown. I mean, it's on cooldown and he gets taken down. Capricorn now trying to juke it out. Ooh, Magic Missile's not going to connect, but he will TP in. Capricorn just trying to waste his time. My Magic Missile is finally going to be used to take him down. So a nice 2-kill pick off. And the red side is able to turn that around, dropping both the Greymane and the Tasada at that middle clash. So they will be able to push down this middle set of forts as well. And that's going to further extend their lead. They are one talent tier ahead right now and almost 2 levels ahead themselves. So they will be looking to push down the top towers set of forts as well to further extend their lead. It does look like they want to go for the boss maybe here now. Zaze, he is working on his way on these creeps, neutral camps to try and pick himself up. The Owl is not going to scout out the boss, of course, because they are not attempting it at this point in time. Mur himself is trying to set something up here at this bottom, trying to make sure that the blue side, Team Relics, do not actually go for the boss attempt. Sonya now with that Li Ming and that Rhaegar going in on their own set of bosses here. Mur just lurking around in the blue side. It does look like the Owl is going to spot them out, but the red team, they definitely don't care. The blue side, they can't do anything about it. And definitely they will be able to get this boss pretty much uncontested. And the blue side will not be able to get their own. And while the boss pushes down the top lane, the red team could very well go and take the opponent's boss here. So it does look like that's what they're trying to do. Sonya is still at the top, pushing down with it. Maybe looking to set something up, but Zaze has to be careful. Here comes Yuyong from the side. CW going to spot him out. In comes with the Shadow Charge. Overpower in onto background, but Zaze again just proving too tanky and will be able to force them back as they will have to deal with this boss push. It does look like the boss should be able to get down this outer fort, again further extending the lead that Team Relics has. And this was the same scenario that we saw in the previous game. They were ahead by 2 levels and talent tiers as well. But this time around, it does look like they have a slightly stronger foot in the game. It does look like they are controlling it a little bit better, a little bit stronger. So I do expect a slightly better game as we do see now Mur, Stormbird going to connect. Apocalypse going to be used as well, connecting on all 4 heroes actually. Boss is finally go down, but down goes the Muradin as he extends a little bit too far in front. Li Ming going to get dropped as well. Trinity trying to run for his life with those blink charges, but unfortunately he's going to rewind back himself into the fray of things and he gets taken down. A nice 4 heal kill for the blue side as Resurgence again pulls themselves back into this game. So just as we saw Relics pull themselves 2 levels ahead, again we see Resurgence holding their ground and Relics just diving a little bit too deep yet again. As we do have the replay ready, let's take a look at what happened there. Relics is diving a little bit too deep. We saw the boss still ready. They came in for the side. They went all in onto that Diablo. They took quite long to take him down. Apocalypse is going to be used, catching on all 4 heroes as you saw in the front lines. Muradin gets taken down. Zaze and Zen's follows shortly after due to the more burst damage coming from the Resurgence team. Trinity blinks away but will not be able to get far as he rewinds back into it and then gets taken down himself. A nice 4 hero pick off for Team Resurgence as they pull themselves back into this. And just as we go back to real time, we see CW going in onto Zaze. Zaze taking quite a bit of damage as he gets taken down yet again by the amount of damage coming from Resurgence as he gets picked off just as the next tribute is about to spawn. So Relics, man, just as we see them pull ahead in terms of 2 levels earlier on, just like that, they have given it all away. Resurgence now with no towers and no forts down are leveled on EXP with Team Relics. So this is looking to be really bad with the boss being secured as well by Team Resurgence. It does look like it should be able to take down the bottom fort and that should give them quite a bit of EXP advantage. Middle lane as well, it does look like they want to try and set this up, but the red side are very well in place, making their way back to that middle lane to set up a defense. Top lane, we do see the Greymane taking down the towers. But I think that's going to be all from Team Resurgence as they do again pull themselves ahead. So Team Relics, man, they do a really good job in the early game as we've seen glimpses of magic from them. in their clashes and execution, but it's just not being able to hold on to that lead and just making bad decisions towards the mid game when Resurgence just holds their ground, able to get back into this. And again, this could be in some trouble. Overpower in onto Mer with a shadow charge back in. Julian in the background is gonna get hit by the bomb from Tracer, but they are gonna actually be able to disengage out of there, and no kills for either team. Next tribute is gonna spawn right now as Capricorn taking quite a bit of damage. The next tribute is gonna spawn again on neutral ground for both sides. Both teams definitely want this right now. And Yu coming in from the side. Again, Diablo taking quite a bit of damage. Here comes the Illidan. Force wall there onto that Muradin, but Trinity in the background. Not too sure where he's trying to go. He's going to be able to blink himself away. Apocalypse now going to be used, connecting on one only as Yu drops really low. Diablo going to fall. Capricorn just narrowly getting away. Will he be able to survive for now? Diablo falling and 40 seconds on his death timer. Yu trying to do his best to try and stop the push here and kill off Bun will not be able to do so, of course, if he get back off. Zappy will be able to go for the throat and finish off the Trinity, the Rega, sorry, as Tracer in the background gets taken down early on. Julian now is getting taking quite a bit of damage, will be taken down there by the Li Ming. Li Ming getting his resets now, sets his sights onto Zappy. Magic Missile is going to connect, Teleport going to connect as well. Zappy could very well go down here. Very well played by Zenz there, chasing down that Greymane and successfully taking him down. Basically solo, in fact. Greymane actually could have maybe turned the tides there a little bit, but really well placed as they will pick up the tribute with the next tribute spawning. So we do have a replay in that for the previous fight. Let's take a look at what happened there. As we saw Trinity in the background getting chased, he will be able to rewind back into the fray of things. Unfortunate for him, he probably got taken down at that top lane. We saw Yu going in a bit too deep. The Apocalypse was used as well to keep himself alive, but there goes the Starfall to zone them out, and down goes the Tracer. In the backlines, they went in for that Bun, taking him down. They were able to take down the Diablo in the meantime, but just not enough damage, and down goes the Illidan, and that just led to the chain reaction of events. And unfortunate there for them, they did lose out in that clash, and Relics will be able to take it back. Resurgence still slightly ahead though. Relics now will be able to get the curse along with this boss. They could very well end this game right here and push this to a game deciding number 3 though. Will they be able to do so? That is the question. Middle lane, we do see Diablo facing a little bit of trouble with that Mur, but he will be able to back off safely and herf back to his base. With this curse, along with this boss, this could be a really, really awkward and hard situation for Team Resurgence to come back. But we've seen them do it before, so we've seen Relics overstep their battles for sure. As we do see Illidan making his way towards that top lane to try and deal with this. The rest of the Resurgence team is making their way there as well to deal with this boss push. They should be able to get it down without losing too many objectives. Though the red team at the middle though, Apocalypse is going to be used as Diablo gets taken down. A bit unfortunate there for him. Force Wall going to be used to try and stop that. Tribute Curse is going to end. Yu taking quite a bit of damage as well. No Metamorphosis just yet. Avatar going to be used to try and knock down this keep. Boss still at the top lane knocking in as well. Force Wall now going to be used. Starfall going to be used to zone them out as Zappy drops really low. Unable to stay in the battle. He's going to have to jump his way out of there. Li Ming dropping really low himself. Stun only going to connect onto Bun. Force Wall not actually going to connect on the right side, and Trinity will be able to get away along with that Bun. So all their keeps actually still intact, though they are really badly damaged. It can be said, a successful defense by Resurgence. Relics though will be able to achieve their level 20, getting themselves their set of Storm Talents. So Resurgence are still playing catch up here, but they are very well still in this game for sure. Now Relics team just making their way back again to their camps, just picking up on a few more camps and maybe try to get the boss here that is available for the blue side. It does look like they're making their way towards that area, and the blue side, it doesn't look like they know exactly what's going on right now. They are in the top part of the map. They definitely need to try and scout this out here. The Owl is going to scout it out, but the red team does look like they are still going to go for this attempt. They will be able to get the level 20 here, Resurgence, so Storm Talent still on point for both sides. Capricorn now going to use the vision to give himself and his team some vision, and the red team, they do not want to throw this, so they do in fact back off. But this boss is very, very crucial and very, very important to both teams. if the red team Relics is able to pick off on this boss and steal it away, I think that is going to be GG definitely for sure. You know, they're definitely not going to be able to stop a 18-minute push boss. Middle keep is probably going to go down with the magic missiles, finishing it off here. It does look like the next tribute set of tributes are going to spawn. CW coming up on the side though. Nice use of the force wall, going to stop Mer, but he's going to be able to dwarf toss himself away as Tracer makes his way towards the top, picks off on the watchtower to get some vision for himself. Again, next tribute is going to spawn as we do see Diablo coming in from the side. Stormbird going to connect as well as the Thunderclap in with the Shadow Charge along with the Overpower though. At the sides, look at that Capricorn dropping extremely low. Trinity going to fall himself, but with the rewind, he's going to be fine. Capricorn in the backlines doing work onto him. Apocalypse going to be used, connecting only on connecting on 3 heroes in fact. Ban dropping low, but nobody finishing him off. What's going on? CW goes in and kills off Rhaegar along with that Li Ming. This could be some real trouble for Team Relics here. They are in disarray. Only the Illidan dropping so far as they thrown everything in onto him. Overpower on that Dwarf toss. Ooh, really bad force wall there. Blocking themselves off. Zaze will be able to survive that along with that Mer, but a really nice 3-hero pickoff for Team Resurgence there, as they will be able to get off the tribute themselves as well. So really unfortunate for Team Relics as they do lose 3 heroes and probably the boss here as well. Let's take a look at what happened there in the previous with the replay cast, as we see Trinity finding Capricorn doing quite a bit of damage, but he himself falling in the backlines. Capricorn was able to get away, and then Trinity went at it with Zappy, but here comes the Apocalypse along with that Starfall. Look at that, connecting onto Tree. Ancestral Healing was used to keep Mer alive, but unfortunate for them, Ban dropping low. Look at Zaze as CW goes in with the nice double snipe owl kill onto both the Rhaegar and the Li Ming dropping. Finally, they were able to pick off the Tracer as well. That force wall a bit out of position, unable to stop the Dwarf Toss to get from getting the Muradin from getting away with the Dwarf Toss. But a nice 3-hero pick off for Resurgence there at that clash. So well played by the Tyrande, getting a nice owl snipe there actually onto both heroes. He's going the DPS build along with some heals here. We see the Shadow Charge into the Overpower on Mer. No follow up there, but as the boss is knocking down on the bottom lane. Here comes Yuyong with his Illidan pushing down these towers, DPSing them down. It does look like the keep is probably not going to stand, though the middle lane is getting pushed in. The red Resurgence has to be careful here, but it does look like they want to go for this. Yuyun going in, dropping really low, getting shielded up here, but he could very well drop here. Apocalypse going to be used, not connecting on anyone. Resurgence has to be careful. He goes in with the Metamorphosis being used up, but he's still dropping pretty low. But after all that, no one dropping just yet. Diablo falling extremely low, but Tasada's shield going to be keeping him alive. Again, Tracer Bomb going to be used up, but down goes the Tracer, in fact, paying for it with his life. Ban, he could be in some trouble. Zappy goes in, unable to finish him off. Diablo going to fall, but he's going to spawn right back up in about 4 seconds. Will he be able to get back into the fight, though? That's the question. As Yuyong getting away as far as he can. Zappy running for his life as well. Force Wall going to be used to try and stop the push here, but I think Tasada is going to have to pay for this with his life. Zappy in the background, getting chased down by Zaze. He might not want to overextend here though. Oh, Tasada still wasting their time quite a bit as Diablo makes his way towards that bottom lane. Finally, Tasada going to fall down. So a nice 1-for-1 trade. Tracer falling for that Tasada at that bottom lane. They will be successful in the objective, getting themselves the tribute, the keep at that bottom lane with the next set of tributes about to spawn. That's where Resurgence is just going to give this one away. They are 2 up in terms of those tributes, but maybe not. I'm not too sure. It does look like they are scouting it out. They are going to be able to cancel it out, as CW should be able to make his way there just in the nick of time with the Shadow Charge along with the Firestorm. But I'm not too sure if they are going to actually try and contest this. It does look like they're staying there, waiting for Illidan and Tasada to spawn up here. We do see Tracer back in the fray of things. We do see a Shadow Charge into Mer. No power just yet. He gets a stun off onto Zappy. Zappy trying to go in and set something up, but the Owl again going to connect on 2 at the background. They are just they do look like they're just trying to waste their time a little bit, but finally I think they're just going to give this up. They don't want to try and overextend and contest this a little bit too much. Boss is up though, so this is where it could be really dangerous. Blue side They need to scout this out and they need to start making their way towards that area. Boss is dropping to about 50%. Yu is in place here to maybe set something up. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to stop this. We're going to get the stun of Yu ZXCK. Will not be able to get in to stop the boss push, but the clash might happen. Mur dropping to about half HP. Force Ball going to be used. He jumps over with the Dwarf Toss. Not too sure if I agree with that. Stun going to be used as well. Avatar in the front of things. Starfall going to be used. Bun in the background, keeping him alive. Yu ZXCK going in, and Zaze, my friend. Zaze, you could be in some trouble. Heals being used. Apocalypse going to be used as well, connecting on two. Ancestral Healing going to pop Zaze right back up. Yu dropping really low himself. Nobody, everyone dropping really low. And finally, Mur going to pay for it with his life with the Elan damage coming out from him. Just really unfortunate. Only one kill though. As Muradin drops down there, they will be able to back off and deal with this boss. A 24-minute boss. And this is going to give space and for the red team to maybe actually go and steal on. It's not up just yet. 1 minute left actually on the blue side boss, so they should be fine there, but they should be able to get a tribute for sure. The next tribute about to spawn soon, and red team should get it uncontested, as the blue side will definitely have to continue dealing with this boss. So next tribute is going to be extremely important. Both teams now 2-on-2 in tributes. That's where the next clash is going to happen. The top keep though is going to be down for Resurgence, and that's going to mean their lane is going to be pushed up, and the threat of those creep waves being constantly pushed in for them is going to be constantly there. So it's going to be really difficult for them. And with their boss spawning in about 30 seconds, I think that is where the next clash is going to be happening along with the tribute. But right now, this game still pretty much looking neck and neck. Resurgence slightly ahead in terms of EXP. It can definitely still go either way here. Sonya, as we've seen time and time again, proving to be quite a bit of a hard counter towards the Illidan. He's getting shut down quite a bit. And with Ancestral Healing very much available on that Rhaegar, he should be able to keep that Sonya very well alive for that. Next tribute is going to spawn, and it's going to be super close to this boss here. They might want to try and maybe set a bait for Resurgence. It does look like Resurgence is pushing in. Sidestorm going to be used to catch out Zaze. They are probably going to try and channel this. Capricorn Force Wall going to be used, but I think Muradin should be able to cancel this out. Ooh, dropping really low. Nice stun. They're connecting onto two. Force Wall just in, and not going to be able to block them out just yet. Magic Missile by Zenz at the side there, trying to poke them down a little bit, but they are just channeling. And this is the problem here for Team Relics, because the tribute is definitely spawned in favor of Resurgence slightly here, and it does look like they will be able to get the curse off, and this is bad. This is really bad for Relics here. The curse is going to be off, and Mur could be caught in a bad position. Avatar going to be used as well. Ancestral Healing going to be popped. Apocalypse not going to connect onto anyone, as Resurgence diving in now. All their skills, all the defensive skills going to be used up here by Team Relics, as Mur is going to finally fall. Resurgence is in full chase mode. Trinity dropping really low himself. Avatar, Overpower going to be used onto Zaze, but he is going to be able to get back in the back lines, and it does look like Team Resurgence is just going to knock in onto these towers and get down the towers along with the gates here. What I think the Team Resurgence should do though is maybe actually go instead for the boss. They are dropping really low. It does look like they maybe want to try and end this right here, right now though. With the curse available, they very much could do so. Trinity dropping low, goes in with the bomb, gets taken down with the overpower though. Last hit will survive. Bun. Same cannot be said for him, as he gets taken down, blocked out by the Force Wall. Resurgence looking like they want to end this right here, right now with the Illidan, and it looks like it's going to be GG. Resurgence again coming back from being 2 levels down. Team Relics, they need to be able to close out their games better, but Resurgence, one good creep wave and one tribute spawned in their favor, and just like that, they will be able to secure game number 2, winning it all and getting the first seed along with 5,000 SGD for themselves. Very well played to Resurgence. Relics put up one hell of a fight, as we saw there. We do have the replay available, so let's check out what happened in that final clash. As you can see here, the tribute was spawned very well in their favor. Mur dropping really low. All the defensive skills were used up. Apocalypse was used to zone them out as well, as Mur just dropped too quickly. Illidan chopping away as he gets taken down, and with the tank dropped, I just don't see any way that Team Relics could have come back into that. They had to back off into behind their gates, and Resurgence were just knocking away at it with the tribute very well ahead. They didn't back off to heal them up. As you can see, they just continually banged down, took down the keep, and then went in for the kills. I'm not too sure how far this replay goes, but it does look like going pretty far to the end. Yu goes goes in, gets down and chops down onto that keep as well as they continue pushing. Julian gets taken down, but look at Tracer. He goes in too far and it has to back off, and a nice force wall there forces Rhaegar to get taken down, and then that was basically it. Nothing that they could do. They were just looking to aim down the core, and that was going to be it. And a really nice pickoff for Team Resurgence, as they will get themselves a nice 2-0 victory over Team Relics, who put up one hell of a fight though. I have to commend them for that for sure. But that's going to be it for today. The Heroes Global Circuit Singapore Pro League is going to come to an end. Resurgence not dropping a single game throughout the entire qualifiers and the finals, going 2-0 in every single one. They are the team to beat right now for Singapore. Hopefully we will be able to see Renovation do that as well. Yep. So tomorrow we will have the Philippines qualifiers. It will be starting at 11 AM Singapore time, which is GMT +8. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 11 AM. I will be bringing you the cast. Not too sure if I have a co-caster, but we'll see how that pans out. Tomorrow it is going to be Philippines. So Renovation, we will be able to see them in action for the first time this series. We have gotten word that they've been training with the Korean teams. So Resurgence could have a run for their money yet again. Will they be able to reclaim their title, Renovation, in the C regionals? I'm excited to cast them and excited to see them tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in. And on Sunday as well, we will have the Thailand final starting at 11 AM as well. So make sure you guys tune in. This was Arctic Shadow, and thank you for being with us throughout the entire night today. And I hope you guys had a great time, just as I had a great time casting this game. See you guys. It's now a Divine Shield going to be thrown out. Powers, Mosh Pit again not connecting on anyone, instantly cancels it out. Phoenix going to be used to zone them out. Ice Block thrown out onto Jaina. But he's not going to survive this for sure. Down goes the Troll, as well as Ban going to follow suit. Mer, so far the only sole survivor, along with the